It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no luck.
It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
His first throw is an interception. And the Ravens will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
We changed it. Let's go. Get hard.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and that makes it 2nd and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard gain. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Ravens take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Set, go.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Josh Hines-Allen, that time to haul him down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. It's Pacheco again. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Josh Hines-Allen, that time to haul him down. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win, too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run. It may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
A first down carry for Pacheco, and he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. He's on the move. He's running for it. And this one doesn't go far. On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. That's taken on the 7. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They motion the tight end over. Jackson trying to get on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jackson now on 3rd. He lets one fly deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. From the 48. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. Hauls in this punt at the 8. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. Baltimore running its offense out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Mitchell up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the gun, Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good...
Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. From the 32. Short pass brought in. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
2nd and 8. He beams one deep right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Jackson's going to throw again. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for second down. Right back to Pacheco. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Gets them those 3 yards back, but it brings up 3rd and 10 now.
Ready. Check, roll.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finding Judy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On the draw, it's Pacheco. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he has this one down to the 8-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to Pacheco here on second. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. DTR looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. Little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. The kick by Shudak is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
We changed it.
Here's Lamar. That throw behind his intended target.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
2nd and 10 now. Into the hands of Walker. And he'll get it up to the 44. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They go play fake with Jackson. Finds him on the crossing route. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Yo.
Now a give right side to Mitchell. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one's complete right side. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Pass complete to Walker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Jackson throwing here. Catch made by Mitchell. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They send him left out of the slot. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Amendola able to put it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And normally they'd need their sap rock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Adisa Isaac stops him there. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's DTR to throw. Hits him on the out route.
They've run this 12-yard hot route kick combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
We're working a couple of yards past the line. Adisa Isaac stops him there. Escapes the pocket. Took off with it again. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Go!
Looking to throw. A massive shot towards the end zone. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Denzel Ward makes the play. We've hit halftime in our... We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. Moore with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
On first down, Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Hands up. Go ahead.
Play action now with Jackson. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Yo.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Mitchell does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line. And the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Here's Mitchell again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Browns and Dorian Thompson-Robinson headed out for their next shot. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Thompson-Robinson back to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Here's Thompson-Robinson. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. DTR to throw it. He's got it over the middle. And he gets him around 6 there. Adisa Isaac stops him there.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Got him. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. It's a 38-yard look here. The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
13.
They've got a man in motion. First down, here's Lamar. Complete over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the...
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Walker hauls it in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
First down from the red zone. He's got a man left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal.
No, we changed it.
And again, it's Jackson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
What is it?
Again, it's Jackson to the air. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Amendola able to put it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown and field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now, Thompson Robinson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's brought down after a short gain. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on him.
Let's go.
Here he is on third and long. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. He's going to throw this one. Finds a man right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 42. That's completed right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Browns a first. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're going to have to regroup after this one. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, Jackson. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey, report! Report! Hey!
Now it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll be touched down after a big play. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's loaded another one. He's got it deep downfield. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. This one is up and good. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. They'll throw to begin this drive. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll throw it. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Ravens put up even more points in a win. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens continue piling on to this lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st and...
And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he makes the... Wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Trying to push it deep downfield. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. It is caught left side. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow, and he is dicing them.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
So the